Hello, and I want to thank you for checking this video out today. It pertains directly to people who have anxiety and panic within their life, and primarily it is designed. This video is designed for people who want to progress in this area of their life. A lot of people have issues with anxiety and panic attacks that are so overwhelming that it completely freezes them and makes them practically unproductive throughout their interpersonal life, their relationships, their work, even their health, their physical health. I just want to share a quick story with you about myself. I've had anxiety and panic attacks, or I have had, I should say, in the past 20 to 30 years, anxiety attacks and panic attacks in my life. Fortunately, I don't have them anymore, and I just want to kind of share my story with you and let you know that there is a much better life out there for you. I was kind of like this picture, this photograph that you're looking at right here. I felt like I was in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a deserted area within myself, and I didn't really feel like anyone kind of understood what I was going through, and I felt very alone in my own solitude, so to speak, and didn't want to share my panic and my anxiety with others. And so it was very distressing throughout my life with regard to that, and it escalated to panic attacks. The anxiety did. So I feel like anxiety kind of generates the panic, and when you get the panic, you feel like your mind is being illogical about specific things, and it's illogically going through the motions. Instead of being logical, it's just taking off and going off on tangents and making you nervous. You may perspire, your heart may race, your respiration and your lungs may increase, and you feel like you just can't do anything, and it's just a devastating feeling. And I know exactly what that is, and I know I've been there before. Do you feel alone and misunderstood? I did. In obviously to this day, there's parts of my life that still feel that way. Your fears can escalate at any moment, from an anxiety level to a panic level, and even if you have just moderate anxiety issues and you don't feel like you have panic attacks that completely cease your activity, anxiety can be quelled also and fixed, just as panic attacks can also, because they do go hand in hand. So it's kind of appropriate, but you feel like you're hooked and you can't escape. You almost feel like a fish in a lake. You're being caught and you just can't get off the line. And that's just a horrible, horrible feeling for a lot of people. Primarily, this is kind of the ultimate goal. This photograph represents solitude. It represents people and kind of what they're attempting to achieve throughout their entire life, and that is peace and harmony, kind of one within yourself, your body, your mind, all being one, where you can breathe in, breathe out, and feel very good. Positivity. So this picture represents kind of the goal where almost every human being that walks this earth hopes to be and to achieve on a daily basis, whether it's just from now till the rest of their life, or whether it's when they from the time they go to bed to the time they wake up. They want this feeling. This is a phenomenal feeling, and that's what I wanted. I also wanted this feeling, but it seems so elusive and difficult to acquire that feeling and to be in harmony with myself, because I was always fighting against anxiety and the panic that would always just overrule my life. And a lot of people have medications and drugs. They just mask the problem. I know for a fact that's the case, because it was with me. It there's a statistic out there that a large amount of people are on anti-anxiety medications right now, all over the place, and it's very, very private. It's a very private issue, and people are using these drugs in large quantities, sometimes to completely try to mask what the actual core root issue is. And I wanted to get off of them. I wanted to just completely go natural with everything. So I was posed the question, would you rather get off of them and achieve a fully natural solution or not? And I did, and I would think 99% of the people that are viewing this video right now would like to get off of any type of medications or drugs they're actually on with regards to anxiety and panic. Would you like to feel like a kid again? Kids are innocent. Their anxiety levels are almost practically nothing and nil compared to what adults have. That innocent feeling, that free feeling of not being encumbered by panic and anxiety is also where we would want to be. And you can achieve this. You can be at that point in your life also and completely rid yourself of anxiety and panic. You know, instead of that tight feeling in your throat, which I always had, always, occasionally I would get headaches and abdominal issues also, and I'm sure that physically is where you're at also. You just need the proper assistance and tools to get you there. Fortunately, there is that information product that is guaranteed to help once and for all. You take advantage of the time you have on earth, as you don't know how much you actually do have, and that is very, very important to think that. You don't want to take the rest of your life and have anxiety and panic take it over. You don't know how much time you have left on this earth, so from here on out, you want to make a choice. Do you want to live with this stuff, or do you not want to live with this stuff? I chose to not want to live with this stuff, and I wanted to be proactive about it and do it in a completely natural fashion. Your mind is a powerful resource that doesn't need panic and anxiety ruling it. Right now, I want to direct you to a place where you can find that solution. And for those of you who are listening right now, I don't want you to feel like this is some type of pressure scenario. I want you to feel like this is voluntary for you. But I also want you to feel that the need and the desire to get better and progress.